to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Along the lakefront, a look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. Number 1 pick of the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Williams going to throw on the first play. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll push forward for about a yard. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down. On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and a couple.
We go tonight. Like 20.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
Like 20.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Like 20.
From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point drop.
The Lions will set up.
They'll try it with Montgomery. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll go again with Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9.
What is up?
A run here with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go.
We go tonight. 20.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it, and he will go all the way. Jamison Williams, touchdown Lions.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. They're going to try to run it and give it to Gibbs. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. A first catch for DJ and a 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Goff to throw on 1st down. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky the ball wasn't picked.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Here's 3rd and 7. Goff to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Its metal frame corrodes.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. It's a great example why. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Chicago.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
On the give, here's Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? On the ground, here is Manunga.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Bears are on the board just before halftime.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. A short one taken at the 10. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the 2nd half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It is a big play there for the Lions. The gain is 64.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
One more time, they try Gibbs. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the one.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
We go tonight.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Gibbs. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to make.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point.
Well, the Jets sweep to try to pick it up, and he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. They stop the 2-point try.
So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's gonna bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long.
What is up?
Here's Williams now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. We'll go play action with Goff. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 Run now for Manunga. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Williams. Flushed to his left. He runs with it. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on 1st down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
Here's 1st and 10. To a tight end motioning left here. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
Throwing, Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, When did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Here's Gibbs. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
They'll go with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some...
And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a two-point try.
The Lions will set up for the...
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Bears offense ready to get back at it. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get in the end zone. This drive will begin with first down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Now Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football. And it looked like one of the Bears was able to get in there. He did, so the ball stays with Chicago. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
For the Bears.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the bootleg, it's Goff. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
They had him covered initially, but once the quarterback was able to break, contain in the pocket, and buy more time, you're just asking a lot out of your secondary to maintain man coverage for that long.
Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
We go tonight. 180.
To throw is Goff. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40.
What is going on?
Off play action. Here's Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
What is it on?
Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.